Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am back and I'll finally be doing my fill. The last two times I changed my polish only, I didn't do a fill. That's why you can kind of tell right there. So this bling, it has been on for a month now. As you can see, it still looks good. I'm just missing like two right there, but it's definitely time to take it off. But as you can see, it's still very shiny. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with some nippers and I'm just gonna remove my bling. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other hand. Just take the bling off. Once again, I'm just using a pair of nippers. And as you can see, even though it's been on here for a whole month, it's still kind of hard to take them off. And I did use the Mia Secret gel resin, so as you can see, it's really good. All I do is just apply the gel resin and then just apply the rhinestones, and they stay on super good. The bling is off, so now I'm going to be using my drill bit, and it is a medium drill bit, and I'm just going to remove the gel polish. So I'm gonna, every time I take the gel polish off, I speed up my drill, so this will probably be about the speed I do with the sanding bed. Now to remove my gel, I think you can kind of hear how it gets a little bit louder, which means it's going faster. So I am going to turn my fan on, even though it doesn't do much as far as sucking in the dust, but it does keep it out of my face. So I'm just going to remove the gel. And whenever I'm doing that, I always start around the cuticle area and then I start going down towards the tip. But I always do that cuticle area first. Alrighty, now I am gonna file under my nails because as you can see from me doing nails, a lot of the time I get acrylic under my nails or dust or makeup just gets under my nails, so I'm just gonna file that off. And also I think that's gel polish, so that's why I always go back and file underneath my nails to get that off. And this step isn't necessary, but I like to just do it for myself. Alrighty, so now I'm going to do the same thing on the other hand. I'm just going to remove the gel polish. And the name of this color is Eternal Beauty by Color Club. I know a lot of people were asking me about that color. It's really pretty, but it was definitely time for a feel.
Jungle.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my hand file to file down this back part. I was just too scared to do it with the file because this is a new drill bit and it's still pretty sharp, so I'm just gonna go in with my hand file once again. And I'm just gonna remember, whenever I'm doing my right hand with my left hand, instead of moving my file back and forth with my left hand, what I like to do is just move my right hand instead. So that's what I'm doing here. As you can see, I put my finger upside down and then I just grab my file and go back and forth. And I just want to thin it out a little bit because like I said, I was too scared to go back through it with that file again, or with the e-file, because the bid is pretty new, or it's brand new. I just opened it up. So now I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna set it in a little dabbing dish with some brush cleaner so it can soak off, because as you can see, it did have some of that regular nail polish stuck to it. So I'm gonna put it in a little dabbing dish with brush cleaner, and I'm using this Tammy Taylor brush cleaner, and I'm just gonna leave it in there for about 10 minutes to get all that stuff to come off. And then next I'm gonna go in with my sanding band. So once again, I always use a new sanding band for every client. I'm just gonna slip it on, and it is a 180 sanding band. I'm gonna pop it back into my drill, and then I'm gonna show y'all, this is how fast it was going to remove my gel. So I'm gonna slow it all the way down to like right there, and then I'm gonna start removing the shine. That's probably too slow. Okay, so whatever works for you. You kind of have to just start using your drill, your electric file, to kind of get the hang of it, and eventually you kind of get used to doing it a certain way. So remember, whatever works for you, that's fine, but this is what works for me. So once again, I'm just going to remove the shine from the natural nail. And remember, when you're doing this, you want to make sure you get everything really good, because if not, you will have lifting. Alrighty, so I've removed the shine from my natural nails. Now I'm just going to dust them off, and then I am going to go back and thin them out a little bit more. As you can see, it's pretty thick right there, only because I think I'm going to do like an ombre effect, and usually I don't like to do ombre as far as with the acrylic, because then the nails turn out too thick. So that's why I'm going to file them down a little bit, that way my acrylic doesn't end up being too thick after I apply the other acrylic. So I'm just gonna dust them off now, and then I'm gonna clean around my area. Alrighty, so for this I'm going to be using my Covered Pink acrylic powder by Mia Secret. I'm going to be using my clear acrylic powder by Mia Secret as well. And then I'm using this natural glow in the dark powder, and it's just like a natural off-white looking color, and then it glows blue. That's why it says natural blue glow. And all I did with this was I mixed up my OPI natural acrylic with my glow in the dark powder, and that's all that is. And the glow in the dark powder I did get from eBay, so I'll leave the link in the description. And then I'm gonna pour my liquid in there. And it usually takes about a full, whenever I'm doing a full set, it takes about a dapping dish and a half. And when I'm doing a fill, it takes about half a dapping or a full dapping dish, depending on what they're doing. So since I'm doing the Mia Secret, I'm sure it will take a little bit more. So this is, let me see, it's like 1/4 of a cup or of a little dapping dish. So now I'm gonna go in with my primer, so I'm just gonna apply that to the natural nail. And one thing you do want to do is whenever you're applying the primer, you want to make sure it doesn't get on the skin, because I guess I do have a cut or two and it burns so bad. So make sure you don't get this on the skin because it will burn if you have a cut. Alrighty, so now I'll be using my alpha brush in the number 9, and it's an oval. And they do have them on their website, so I'll leave the link in the description as well as the promo code. And also I want to mention that as I mentioned before, I'm going to be doing a giveaway whenever I hit 50k. So stop what you're doing now and go hit that subscribe button, because when I hit 50,000 I'm doing a big giveaway, and I will be including some of the alpha brushes. But okay, so once again I'm using my Mia Secret products, and I've applied my primer. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to apply my glow in the dark powder closer to the tip. And once again, it is that natural color. So it's almost the same color as my tips that I have now, but I want them to glow in the dark, so that's why I'm adding it. Okay, so I've applied both of the colors. Now I'm going to go back and apply some clear, and that's just to kind of blend both of the colors in, or not really to blend, but I don't want to apply that pink closer to the tip because I don't want it to take away from my ombre look. So whenever I apply that clear, I brush it all the way down towards the tip. Alrighty, so that's one down. It's like a really natural ombre because it's not, you know, that bright white. So I'm gonna do the same to the rest. Alrighty, so once again, I dip my brush into my liquid. As you can see, I wipe it off as I'm taking it out, so it's wet but it's not dripping. I dip it into my powder and not drag. And then I'm just going to place it on my tip. And with this one, you don't have to so much worry about having to like blend it in the middle because it's more of a natural color. So it's not very noticeable. And this pink, that covered pink, easily covers it up. Alrighty, so you see my tip looks pretty good. So now I'm going to go back in with my pink. I dip my brush in. And remember, you want to kind of just work with product as you need it. You don't want to just be applying some big old balls of acrylic and then you have a really thick nail. So remember, just work with the product that you feel comfortable working with. Remember, you also always want to go back and clean around that cuticle area really good. As you can see, I always clean my brush off before I clean around the cuticle area. You don't want to get too much liquid on your cuticle area because you can cause an allergic reaction, so you want to be careful with that. But I always clean my brush off before I do it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my last bead, which would be my clear, and then I'm just gonna drag that down towards the tip and then bring it up as well to kind of bring the two colors together. Okay, so that's two down. They look really good. So we're just gonna keep doing the same thing.
Jungle.
Alrighty, so this hand is done. Now I'm going to move over to the other hand, and as you can see, it did take a little bit more monomer, so I'm just going to go ahead and fill that up. ahead and put my products up. Once again, I was using my Mia Secret clear acrylic powder. I was using my Mia Secret covered pink acrylic powder, and then I was using my natural blue glow in the dark, and all this is glow in the dark powder with natural OPI acrylic powder. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this away. As you can see, the little wipes that I was using suck because they are for gel. They're the ones by Tammy Taylor, and they're the gel wipe it. But I ran out of paper towels and I didn't feel like going out to the car, so that's why I'm using these for now. Alrighty, so up next, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go back and reshape my nails, or not reshape, but redefine that shape, because they're already that coffin look. I'm just gonna go back and redefine that shape. Okay, so I have one hand down, and then I'm going to do the same thing to the other hand. And remember, whenever I'm filing or shaping my nails with my left hand, then instead of moving my file back and forth, I like to just move my hand. Same thing for when I'm filing the top of the nail. So I'm just going to go back and forth, and then remember, whenever you're reshaping, you just want to basically go back and forth from side to side. That way your nail is not crooked. And then whenever you do the tip, you want to make sure that your file is at a 90 degrees angle. That way your nail, if you were to file like this, you will be taking out those corners, and if you file straight at a 90 degrees angle, then you will have a perfectly straight nail. Alrighty, so they are shaped. So now I'm gonna go back in and file them now. Alrighty, so to file them, I'm using a fine drill bit, and as you can see, I don't need to do a lot of filing, but remember, you want to get around that cuticle area to seal that acrylic. That way you don't have any lifting. So I always start with the cuticle area, and I just go in circles. And you want to make sure, as you can see, I've already cut myself because, like I said, this is a new drill bit, so it's pretty sharp, so you want to be careful. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna go back in with my nail file because, as you can see, I kind of did tear up my little cuticle because this little, like I said, this drill bit is new, so it's still really sharp. So I'm just gonna go back in, and I did see a couple of little bumps, so I'm just gonna, it's not really noticeable, but I can tell, so I'm just gonna go back with my hand file and just take those out. So I'm going to do the same thing to my other hand. Now, like I said, I have to be really careful because this drill bit is really sharp. So I'm gonna do the same thing for this, and I'm gonna go back in with my hand file and just move them out a little bit more. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna go in with a two-way buffer, or it doesn't have to be a two-way, but this is the kind that I have. So now I'm just going to buff all my nails, and the way I do it is I literally just go in and just buff away. So now I'm just going to clean around my area, and then I'm gonna go wash my hands, and I will be back. Alrighty, so I am back and I washed my hands. As you can see, they look really pretty. It's like a really natural look, but they're gonna, oh excuse me, they're gonna glow in the dark. So now, as you guys know, that I'm going to apply some bling. I don't, oh excuse me, I got the hiccups. I don't think I'm going to apply a lot, but you know how that goes. So I think right now I'm just thinking to do some on my ring finger. So alrighty, so I think that's all I'm gonna do is just my ring finger. I think. You know how I get. Okay, maybe my ring finger and my thumb. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do my ring finger, yeah, and my thumb, and I'm just gonna do a couple in the back. Alrighty, so I really think this is going to be it. Or should I add some more? Oh, I don't know. Maybe just add one to each nail. Y'all should already know how I do. Okay, so that's a little bit better. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and do a top coat on this hand. So I am using my Neon Light, and I'm gonna be using my IBD gel top coat. So I'm just gonna apply it on all my nails. Seconds. Now I'm just gonna cure them for 60 seconds. Once again, I'm using my IBD gel top coat, and then I also forgot to mention that for my bling, I'm using my Mia Secret gel resin, my wax pencil, and then I was using my SS12 and my SS6. Once again, I'm just letting them cure for 60 seconds now. This is how they look. So now I'm gonna go back and do the other hand. Now I'm gonna go back and do my top coat once again, and I'm using my IBD gel top coat. Alrighty, y'all, so this is the final look. They turned that really pretty. It's like a really natural ombre look, and I'm gonna show y'all what they look like in the dark. This is how they look in the dark. They're so bright, it's like a blue. So I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook at GetNailed32, and I'll see you guys in my next video.